It is time, ladies and gentlemen, once again for another episode of Brawl News, your favorite source to find all the comings and goings happening in the Brawl Stars community outside of the actual game. And we have a lot of really interesting things to get into in today's video, so hope you guys are all excited. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Alright everybody, so the very first bit of news that we need to start off with in today's video is no, not my battery percent. Hold your chuckles, hold your giggles, but quite possibly the most important bit of news in today's video, and that is Brawl Stars' 3rd birthday. As you can see, Lex tweeting out a really awesome appreciation tweet of Brawl Stars being released 3 years ago in beta. So I feel like Brawl Stars has like 2 different birthdays, right, for beta release as well as global release, because Brawl Stars, I feel like, as a Supercell game is a lot different than the others. Its beta phase was so long, it almost felt like 2 separate games, and if you were part of that beta ride, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. It was quite the good time, a lot of good memories back in the day. My goodness, Brawl Stars has changed quite a lot, but a lot of cool stuff here. But yeah guys, me personally, I feel like I couldn't say enough good things about Brawl Stars. It has given me so many different things: friends, a career, a community be a part of, so many awesome stuff. So big happy birthday to Brawl Stars back in the beta days. So awesome. And the second bit of news that we need to get into in today's video is, of course, the balance changes that just arrived today, June 16th. It also was released along with a few other maintenance things that the Brawl Stars dev team is always keeping up with, but we're going to go through these really quickly. So Big Game had a slight change, reduced Big Brawler's health by 20,000 HP. So we'll see if that makes any difference in Big Game. I think it definitely will. That's a lot of health being reduced. Next, moving on to the Brawler changes. Carl increased main attack damage from 600 to 660 per hits. I think that's going to help out Carl in a pretty big way, trying to make his way back into the standings of the meta. And I'm going to try to go through these really quickly here, guys, so we don't lose time on the other stuff we need to get into today. So next is Maxed. Increased main attack damage from 300 to 320 per bullet. Huge change to Max. As you know, she shoots off quite a bit of shots with one of her basic attacks. Next, Mr. P increased health from 2,900 to 3,200. Never underestimate a health buff. I think Mr. P is going to be pretty dang good moving forward. Next, Nani increased main attack reload speed by 10%. Nani's getting a buff. Holy crap, I feel like people are going to be on the wall for this one. Some people thought that Nani was a little bit underpowered, some people really overpowered, so the people who think that she is overpowered is definitely going to be a little bit question marks at this change, but I think Nani deserves it. I think her reload speed is really low, especially for a chip damage based brawler, one that you're not going to necessarily get all 3 orbs to land every single time. Next is Tara. Increased health from 3,200 to 3,400. Another really good change to Tara. I feel like she's been a little bit on the weaker end of things for quite some time now, so we'll see if that helps her out at all. Next, getting into the nerfs. Bibi decreased health from 4,000 to 3,800. A good change. Bibi is really good in the meta right now. Next is Brock. Decreased health from 2,800 to 2,600. I'm not sure, maybe Brock had some really high win rates or something like that, but I haven't seen Brock like going on a huge tear in the meta. Maybe I skipped past something, but let me know what you guys are thinking about that Brock change. I think it's going to affect him quite a lot, actually. He can't be as tanky or scrappy in the game now with a little bit less health. But next is Jean. Decreased lamp blowout charges from 3 to 2. So a gadget nerf to Jean. We'll have to see how that plays out. I feel like it's kind of the same ballpark as M's, right? It's really similar gadgets, so we'll have to see. Decreased gadget charges from 3 to 2 as well. Jackie's gadget, probably one of the best in the game, so I highly agree with that one. But yeah, guys, those are the quick rundown of the changes. You'll have to let me know what you're thinking about them in the comments down below. I think they're okay. I've been seeing some people a little bit disappointed with the changes, some of the pro players and stuff like that, but I would be really interested in hearing what you guys have to say about it. But let's continue with the rest of the news. So moving along to the next bit of news that I have for you all, kind of a little bit of a piggyback off of our last episode. People broke this down even further of some of the things that we may have missed. But the very first thing in this picture, if you take a look incredibly close, it is so dang hard to see, but you have Pam, you got Jessie, and you got Nani, but in between Pam and Jessie there's like a yellow robot with a blue eye. It is so dang hard to see, and I just kind of took it for Pam's gun, but I'm not certain. You guys will have to let me know what you're thinking about that one. I'm not sure. Does Pam hold the gun in the left arm? Yeah, it looks like it's in the same exact arm, but a lot of people were bringing that to my attention, so you guys can take what you would like from it. And then lastly, someone over on Twitter added me with this image, with a very, very clear image of the sticky notes in the background. It looks like they weren't just doodles. This one looks a lot like Nani, the blue one in the top left-hand corner, as well as this one looks like a rough portrait of Jesse with a hood, or maybe even Leon, if you ask me. And then the other ones are just hearts. So I don't think we can get that much out of that, but it's cool to see it a little bit more clearly. Moving along to another really exciting animation here, guys, that once it was released, literally so many different people were mentioning to me over on Twitter. But as you can see, Frank tweeting out not too long ago here, Jesse 2D/3D animation test using the in-game model 2018. We tried to find out how much of the attitude of our brawlers can be showcased with this type of animation. We were very happy with the result. With a winking face. Now, the winking face is incredibly suiting, because if you guys would just take a look at the animation that was tweeted out with this, it is plain as day. We have a Ferris wheel, huge Ferris wheel on the right side of the image, and a roller coaster on the left. I feel like these little juicy sneak peeks just keep ramping up. It's either they're ramping up or we're just seeing them more often because it's on all of our radar to look out for little amusement park sneak peeks or Easter eggs in these animations or fan arts that we've been seeing. But I love this one. It is so dang clear. It is something just kind of staring at you in the face, you know what I mean? Also, if you take a look at it a little bit more closely, you can bring up an argument that the Ferris wheel almost looks like kind of like a conveyor belt, or like a way to move around like mining product, right? The actual buckets don't look very big. They look a bit small to be seating for an actual ride, if you ask me. And then the roller coasters can also just be the mine carts. So it's almost like the theme park-esque, but they made it to kind of fit the Brawl Stars theme with like the mines in the background and stuff like that. But you guys will have to let me know what you're thinking. More to add to this fun amusement park theme or mystery in Brawl Stars. Just taking a look at some of the comments, we have Tom saying the background is a theme park, Emilio saying Brawlorama, question mark, Olive Oil, cool Ferris wheel and roller coaster in the background, 206 likes. Someone adding me in the comments saying Brawl Star theme park confirmed. More theme park theory proof. It's literally all over the place. I feel like that's all anyone is talking about here. It's so funny. So moving along to our next story in today's video, and this is definitely along the lines of theory-based stuff. Y'all know how much we like theory crafting here on the Ray Brawl Stars channel, but this has to deal with the WKBRL live stream that we brought up not too long ago here on the channel. Now, I did express that I felt a little bit awkward about this whole thing, almost as if someone was trying to like play us, be a little bit goofy with it, almost like self-promoting, doing weird stuff in the stream, trying to get people's attention now that it has a lot more attention placed on it. But if we take a look at some of the similarities between this sound effects from a legendary brawler being unlocked and some of the noises from the live stream, it's pretty similar. So take a look at this. But nonetheless, you have to admit that it is really interesting, and we may be seeing something kind of coming from this here in the near future. You never know. Now, another really interesting thing that I would like to point out that a lot of people are talking about in regards to a potential new brawler coming around the corner, or hints for a new brawler coming out, is on the Merchant Gale skin. We've seen little teasers like this in the past, but as you can see on his pack that he has back here, he is a merchant. Maybe he's selling these things. We have some really awesome items. So we have a sword in his pack, as well as like a potion. We have a lamp on the side and a carpet of some sorts on the back. Now, you may argue the fact that he might just be selling these goods, right? Because he is a merchant, but we've seen little Easter eggs of this in the past, kind of pertaining to other brawlers coming in the game, which I will be showing you here soon. So maybe, just maybe, we might be seeing some sort of sword brawler in the future, or like a like a friend of Barley's, like a potion brawler. I'm not quite certain at this point, but really interesting either way. And the other example that I was alluding to on skins having little sneak peek teasers of things to come is on the Santa Mike skin. As you can see, a little robot in the back that almost resembles a lot to fit like Nani-esque. He looks a bit different, the robot in the back, but some people were drawing that connection. Now that was a big leap in time, suggesting the fact that the Brawl Stars dev team had Nani planned out for so many months in advance, but having the same kind of stuff happening again with the Merchant Gale skin. We'll have to see. I think this one is a little bit more of a stretch, but time will tell. So the final bit of juicy theory crafting stuff that I wanted to bring up to all of you guys, just briefly, because I might want to make a dedicated video to this, or as a somewhat of a sneak peek as to what's to come here in the future. But Jesse, Pam, and Nani might not be the good guys that we think they're all cracked up to be. One of the logos that I keep seeing popping up is this one on the back of Nani here. It looks a lot like a sniper robot's head, almost suggesting that the Scrapper family might be the creators of all the robots inside of the game. I feel like it definitely wouldn't be a big stretch if you ask me, seeing how similar Nani looks to the mouse robots and having this logo on the robot in the game. So we got to keep our eyes out, I think, on this one. This logo, if it ever pops up here in the near future, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, that might be coming at a later date, but I thought it'd be cool just to kind of throw you guys a little bone at the end of the video today if you made it this far. But yeah, guys, a pretty laxed news episode in today's video. Just want to catch you guys all up to speed as to what is happening in the community. Not a whole lot of new and exciting stuff coming around the corner that we know of right now, just because I feel like we're kind of in the middle of the update being released and kind of the content from that last update starting to kind of dwindle off as we're rounding the corner to our next update coming in July. But yeah, guys, you'll have to let me know what you're all thinking about the stuff that we went over in today's video. Thought it was really exciting. But yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. As always, I would really appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.